Now, many of you will know by now that yesterday, before NIO announced the 1 billion share offering that they are planning to implement, you will know that before Singapore market close, NIO had requested the Singapore Stock Exchange to halt NIO's market movement until that announcement that we saw yesterday was made. So, of course, now the market in Singapore has resumed, and this was, like I said, because of the share offering that NIO wants to introduce over 181 million, like what we discussed yesterday. Now, today in Singapore, the market has resumed, and something very interesting is happening there. I mean, after the market finished down 8-9% yesterday during the New York session, we were expecting, or a lot of investors were expecting, to see some sharp falls also in Hong Kong and in Singapore, but that is not the case, right? Because right now, as I'm doing this video, as seen on the screen, you will notice that in Singapore, NIO is down 1.5%, trading at $5.94. In Hong Kong, NIO is just down 0.68%, right? Which is something that is obviously pretty exciting, and it shows you that it's not as bad. The message from investors is that in Hong Kong and Singapore is that it's not as bad. They know what NIO is trying to do. I did try to explain, or did a video with you guys trying to tell you why this might not be all bad, but will actually help NIO get to profitability in Q4. I've covered that in the video, because you will have to know that for NIO to deliver 50,000 on a monthly basis, obviously there's something that needs to be done. They must upgrade their supply, they must upgrade their production capacity. Also, their supply chains must be in place in order to cover or cater for the 50,000 monthly deliveries. And I believe that this R&D cost is going to also be used for that. In fact, NIO also highlighted that it will be used for new products for NIO, or new vehicle products for NIO, which I can guarantee you that it's going to also be used for upgrading the product, upgrading the production capacity, and also making sure that the supply chain constraints are very minimal, therefore enabling NIO to reach 50,000 monthly deliveries with ease. So I am happy, man, and to see that, of course, both Hong Kong and Singapore Stock Exchange, they are not as bad. It gives me the confidence that today in the US market we might actually see a massive recovery in terms of the share price. Who knows? We might see that coming back again. We might see the share price of NIO going over $6 per stock again, because you cannot ignore the fundamentals that NIO is doing and just only focus on the share dilution. It does not make sense that you ignore the potential or the kind of deliveries that NIO is delivering and intends on delivering in the future. And because of the share offering or stock offering, your sentiment has now changed to say that NIO is a company that will not go anywhere. I mean, NIO's fundamentals are very strong, guys. Don't get it twisted. Yes, they want money, and yes, no one wanted. Of course, even myself, I didn't want a market share offering. But of course, when you really analyze where NIO is at and where they are planning to be, even just in Q4, you and me can agree that funds are necessary for NIO to go to the next level. We need more funds, because the balance sheet, as per the Q2 earnings, you will know that it was currently sitting at just under $4 billion. So there is not a lot of cash that NIO has at hand, and therefore raising this money, it's very important, because NIO, you will know that whilst other new energy vehicle car makers are fighting to get to profitability, NIO is prioritizing also spending on R&Ds to bring up or to launch new technologies that are most definitely game changers to the entire car industry. And that is what we've been seeing. These are the results of what NIO has done with the previously raised money, are out there in the public for all to see. I mean, there are two sub-brands under under NIO that were successfully launched, and they are doing pretty well, upgrading on the increasing NIO's deliveries, which is something that is very, very exciting, especially Onvo. Onvo is doing some serious wonders for NIO, and it was a good choice for NIO to launch two sub-brands under the main brand NIO, and I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to see things improving for NIO going forward, right? I know share dilution, I will go back at it again. It's not something that we expected, right? But anyways, it has come, and analyzing it, it sort of like makes sense that NIO needs the money. But what I'm seeing, it's just so sad seeing some of the retail investors taking those news of share dilution as completely bad news, and they are jumping off boat. But in actual sense, they need that money to grow NIO. They even went to an extent where they highlight what they are going to use the money for. But anyways, let's end this video here. Don't want to make it too long. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Tell me what you think about this. I think in the New York Stock Exchange, because of these minor drops that we're seeing on we are seeing in Singapore and in Hong Kong, I would assume that, of course, the New York Stock Exchange share price of NIO today should recover or should end the day on a green. But again, let's wait, let's see what transpires. Me, I remain long, I remain strong on NIO, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. I know one thing, and that is those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you on the next one, my dear friends. And share price wise, NIO will still go back to double digits. Don't listen to the short sellers, don't listen to the naysayers, because they were so happy yesterday talking bad about NIO because they got that opportunity because of the share offering. But me and the others, we're gonna remain long and strong on NIO, because we know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. Whatever I share here, just my opinions, not PR advice. If you seek PR advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to consult the professionals. That is all from me, and God bless you all.